Good morning, children. Welcome to the class. Today we are going to read a poem, I Dream a World. This poem has been written by Langston Hughes. Before starting this poem, I want to ask you something. If you want to make this world a better place to live in, what would you like to add to it? And what would you like to be eliminated? I think everyone has his own opinion on this question. In my opinion, children, we should add love and should be removed hatred from this world, because love is the only thing which should be in everyone's heart. Then only this world could be surely a better place. Okay, children, now let's recite the poem first. I dream a world where man no other will scorn, where love will bless the earth and peace its paths adorn. I dream a world where all will know sweet freedom's way, where greed no longer saps the soul, nor avarice blights our day. A world I dream where black or white, whatever race you be, will share the bounties of the earth and every man is free. Where wretchedness will hang its head and joy like a pearl attend the needs of all mankind, of such I dream our world. Children, you can see here that the first line of the poem is I dream a world. It means the poet dream a world, and when we dream something, it will definitely be a better than what is it now. Means I dream a world means he dreams a better world from the world it is now. And what type of world he is dreaming about? Where man no other will scorn, where no man will scorn other man. Scorn means hate. The extreme sense of disrespect is called scorn. Where love will bless the earth, where everywhere in the earth only love will prevail, and peace its paths adorn. Adorn means decorate, and its paths will adorn with peace only. I dream a world where all will know sweet freedom's way. Means he dreams a world where everyone is free. Everyone here, in the sense of the poet, he is talking about black and white race. Why, children? Because he generally writes African American theme in his poems or in his writings. And he is talking about the same thing here in this poem. I dream a world where all will know sweet freedom's way. Means all will know the freedom's way. No one is in chain. Where greed no longer saps the soul, and where greed will never weaken anyone's soul, nor avarice blights our day. Avarice means extreme desire for wealth is called avarice, and nor the avarice means extreme desire for wealth make our day miserable. A world I dream where black or white, a world which the poet dreams is like where black or white, whatever race you be, means no matters what is your race, you are black people or white people, will share the bounties of the earth and every man is free. Every man will share the bounties of the earth means the natural thing, the gift which the nature has given us. Every man will share them and every man will be free in that dream world where wretchedness will hang its head and where misery and suffering will no longer prevail, and joy like a pearl, and joy like a pearl attend the needs of all mankind means take care of the requirements of the mankind. Of such I dream our world. Here you can see, children, that joy is comparing with pearl. Pearl and joy. You can see that both are different things. But poet has compared joy with pearl. This is a type of figure of speech, children. And what type of figure of speech is it? Simile. When we compare two different things by using a word like, as or so, it is called simile. And why he has compared joy with the word pearl? What is the similarity between these two? Because we find joy from inner of ourselves and we find pearl from the inner of sea, deep sea. Okay, children, here are some more figure of speech. We can go through it. Where wretchedness will hang its head. You can see here, wretchedness is an abstract quality, means misery, and hang its head is human quality. When abstract thing is spoken of as if a human being, it means it is personification. In this line, where wretchedness will hang its head is personification. Then let's see other lines. Some more figure of speech is here. Look at the third line, where love will bless the earth. Again, in the same way which we have seen in the first line of the last stanza, where love will bless the earth, love is also the abstract quality which is spoken of as if human being here, and so personification is also in this line. Okay, children, hope now you understood this poem. One more thing I want to discuss about the rhyme scheme of the poem. You can see that the poem is in a rhythm. Man, scorn, earth, adorn. Scorn and adorn is rhyming with each other. If we will write a small a for man, B for scorn, C for earth, then we will write again B for adorn. Means A, B, C, B is the rhyme scheme of the first stanza. Now let's see the next. All, A, way, B, soul, C and day. Way and day again rhymes with each other. Means we will write B again, A, B, C, B again. Let's write the next stanza. White, B, earth, free. B and free means second and fourth line again rhymes with each other. Means here also the same rhyme scheme, A, B, C, B. Last stanza, head, pearl, mankind, dream, world. This is not in the rhyming scheme. Whole poem is in the ABCD. Okay, children? Hope now you understood this poem very well. Learn its difficult words and write its summary in your copy. Thank you.